Welcome to the Franklin Township Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. It's Wednesday, May 25th, and this is a virtual meeting by means of Zoom. I will call the meeting to order. We'll start with a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now call the roll. NBC. Here. Ed Ward.
Present.
Kevin McNeil.
I'm here.
Mayor Kramer.
Yes.
Tiana Gresham.
Here.
Agnes.
Take off the mask, Tiana.
I don't see Agnes. Has anyone seen Agnes? No. Agnes Kulabanga is not here.
It's virtual.
Iris Kislin is listening, perhaps not fully with us at the moment. Nick Champa and I am here. Also with us is our director, January Adams. And welcome to members of the public. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of New Jersey, also known as the Sunshine Law. The schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are available at the reference desk. We have a couple of members of the public, and at this time I'd like to invite any member of the public who would like to say something. This is the public portion. Anybody? Seeing no public comments, I will close this first session of the public comment portion and ask for a motion to accept the minutes of the April 27th meeting. Kevin, you're muted, Kevin, but I see you.
Okay,
okay. Kevin has moved to accept the minutes. Is there a second? NBC has seconded it. Second. Yeah. Is there any discussion of the minutes? Seeing none, I'll take a roll call vote. NBC?
Aye.
Ed Ward?
Aye.
Nick? Aye. Tiana?
Aye.
Kevin?
Yes.
And Iris, if you can hear me? Apparently she has not. The motion has passed. So I would like to move on to the director's reports, January.
As usual, first we have the financial reports, and there's nothing really outstanding on them. Although I will add, it's not on here because it really should show up in May, is that the library paid the township $462,000 to cover the cost of having a branch in the Franklin Youth Center.
So that's.
I looked over the finances. It looks as though we will have an excess at the end of the year unless things go bad, but we know where we're going to put that, I guess. Anyone else have any comments about the financial reports? Okay. January, would you like to highlight your program reports?
Sure. On May 14th, I went to the grand opening of the Youth Center, and it was a very nice event. It was very, very well done. It was a happy day. It was an emotional day, and there were a lot of people there. So I think the center is off to a good start. And in addition to that, we had 27 adult programs that 404 people came to during the month. And on May 9th, the young adult librarian started the outdoor spring scavenger hunt, and that's designed to encourage teens to spend more time outside. As far as the southern branch goes, I enclosed the latest drone pictures from Tuesday, and you can see that the foundation is really progressing. It's looking good. And I guess with the Lewis Street branch, traffic has been increasing slowly but steadily as the word gets out that we're in the building and operational.
Thank you. Are there any questions for our director, January, about her operations report? Seeing none, I would announce there is no president's report, but since I have the microphone, I would like to say that, sorry, I missed the opening of the Lewis Street branch. I had a family commitment that was very important. I did go visit the branch a couple days into their operation. I took out a book. I don't know whether I was the first one to take a book out, but things went well. The book was very apropos to libraries. It was Fahrenheit 451.
Ah,
I read it, returned it, and enjoyed it.
yeah.
You
Okay.
didn't burn it, I hope.
Yeah, I burned it.
So you boosted our circulation, huh? Okay.
He has an insurance.
Thank you. Correspondence and communication. January has sent us some nice things to look over. January, I thank you for that. And
Yes.
Yes, I thought the fourth item was very sad. It bothered me a great deal when I saw that. That was what the Russians have done to some of the libraries in Ukraine.
Yes.
with no military reason,
Right.
except that there were books in there.
Destruction, that's all.
Would anyone like to comment on their experience with the correspondence that we got?
It's interesting. That's it.
Seeing such, is there any old business? Since there's no old business, let's move on to new business. And the first thing I see on the agenda is our budget for 2022, 2023. We've all gotten it and memorized every number.
Definitely.
Thank you, January. Would you like to say anything?
Well, as you can see, we're getting a significantly increased amount this year. And we are going to have a surplus, if all goes well, of $574,000. And that should be added to our other capital projects. And I've listed some that you may or may not be aware of. The first one I have is the replacement of the aging HVAC units. We've already replaced one. That was one of the bigger ones, and that was $27,000. There's two big ones. And then the small, I don't have prices on the smaller ones, but I think it's important to put funds aside because they're all going to start to go sooner or later. The next one is a large one, which would be the replacement of the gallery roof with a metal roof. The current roof has been out of warranty for 6 years. It leaks periodically between the panels. We've been lucky we have somebody who's willing to go up there and caulk in between them. But the other problem with it is also that it leads to very high temperatures in the gallery. We've done a lot to try to mitigate that, but still on sunny days in the spring, summer, and fall, it gets really hot out there. So a few years ago, I happened to come across a company that does that, and I got a very informal estimate of $1 million. And the last one, which I think is actually the most interesting one, would be to enlarge the Nettler Historical Room and reconfigure the gallery. The way in which people use the library has changed. The pandemic accelerated this, but now we have patrons who have their own devices coming in. They're looking to use our Wi-Fi. They're looking to print. There's not as many people using the standalone computers. So that's one issue. And because they have their own devices, they're looking for small spaces where they can have some privacy to work, not so much using the tables, although some people still do use the tables. And requests for assistance at the reference desk has changed. Now there's more of a focus on people want help with their devices and less on reference questions. And the staff really needs to be consolidated so we don't have staff so far flung throughout the building, and maybe we could consolidate the staff better. The Nettler room, it's always been too small. And when we start trying to bring in the Nettler collection, it would be really nice to have a bigger room. Maybe we could have standalone showcases. We have some three-dimensional items. We don't have so many from Nettler documents, but it would be nice to have that sort of thing. And then another thing we could use, actually is needed, would be more staff space. The staff, right now, in some rooms, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 people in one room. It'd be nice to have them have their own space, not 1 to a room, but maybe just 2 or 3 people to one room. And then we have the carpeting, which probably we could do as we are doing the reconfiguration of the gallery in the West Ring. And to do all that, I would get an architect. I'd have him meet with the staff, maybe some of the public, find out what is working, what's not working, to come up with a plan to reconfigure it, and then to do the work to renovate that section of the library. And as you can imagine, that would probably be quite a bit of money.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any comments? Or
I have a comment and a question. First comment, great job in itemize everything. So when I look at the spreadsheet, I can go directly to the line item and have explanation. So kudos to you. Very fine and to the point. I just got one question. I noticed that the telephone went from $10,000 to $300, and
Yes.
you said because that was included with the internet. What is the
Yes.
cost of the internet?
the internet is,
Because I was trying to find that under line item.
cheaper.
Is that mixed with something?
when internet is in the library materials line.
Okay, that's it. All right,
That's where it is, yeah.
got it. All right, 926. Okay.
I can give you a more specific figure if you want. I can email it to you. I don't know
Okay.
offhand the monthly charge for it.
Cheaper than telephone anyway.
Yeah, it is definitely cheaper. Yeah, no big deal because I can see it here.
No
But
big deal.
yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, that's a good
It was
thing.
like, it was the
Yeah,
cat.
that was a big savings.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Good job.
That's all the questions I have. Everything looks fine. Thank you.
Okay, before we continue with the new business, I would like to mention that Agnes has joined us, as has Iris, so they're
Yeah.
both official. They've both been at the meeting for some time, but just they missed very little.
Oh, Agnes is here too?
Agnes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
and Iris.
Okay.
Is there any other new business? Seeing none, I'd like to, again, at this time, reopen the public portion of the meeting in case there's any member of the public who would like to have a say.
Yeah, I have a question. This is Bill from the Franklin Reporter.
You can
Yes.
see that.
Is there a place where I can get a copy of that budget?
Yes. Why don't you stop by the library? I'll give it to you.
Okey doke. Thank you.
Is there any other member of the public who would like to speak? Seeing none, I would just confirm that our next meeting is June 22nd, like one day after the longest day of the year.
Yes.
And now I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Is that that's going to be virtual, right?
Yeah.
Until further notice, yes.
Until further
At the
notice.
moment, we are continuing in virtual.
No
Yes.
virtual.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I motion that we adjourn.
Motion, I said motion.
Do you want to
Okay.
vote? Do you want to vote on the
Yeah,
budget?
that's my ex. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
voting on the budget.
We have
That's-
to
Ooh,
vote
I'm
on the
sorry.
I was going to ask that question.
I'm
I
sorry.
got the money.
Bless you.
I'm sorry, January. Yes, I would I would ask for a motion to adopt the budget that January just spoke about and that we got in our packets.
I move that we accept the Franklin Township Library budget for 2022-23
I second.
school year.
Okay.
And would you like to put the number on that?
The budget total of $3,837,049. That's correct.
Yes, 3,837,049.
49, yeah.
I think it's important to include that number in the motion.
Sure.
Right.
So I move that we accept the Franklin Township Library operating budget for the 2022-2023 school year of $3,837,049.
I
There you go.
second.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Iris, thank you. Okay, this is a big item, so we're going to go person by person. NBC,
Yes.
Tiana Gresham,
Yes.
Kevin McNeil,
Yes.
Iris Kislin,
Yes.
Agnes Kulabanya,
Yes.
yes. Nick Champa, that's me. I vote yes.
Are you
And
sure?
Ed Ward,
I vote yes.
okay. I see that the vote is unanimous. And Mayor Kramer, of course, we realize Tiana is voting that position. Congratulations, January. This is looks like a well thought out budget, and I appreciate the additions, the comments about what is going to be included. Okay, now I guess we can adjourn. Who had made Kevin, had you made
Yeah. I motion we adjourn the meeting.
and NBC has seconded it?
Yes.
Those in favor signify by putting their hand up. Those opposed? Nobody's opposed to adjourning. Thank you. We will see you on June. We'll hear you on June 22nd.
Thank you.
Have a good evening and a good weekend.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Correct.
Memorial Day.
All right.
Night.
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 Good night.